what is what. Anyway, getting ready to open up here, guys. We are below VWAP. We've put some lines in here, opening up with son of a god. I'm like a titan that's rising on just your watch. I'm stepping into fame. There is no time to waste. I've got that lightning inside me. This is how legends are made.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Overnight we made our profit on the funded account, $237. Pretty much all we can do because that account has a 15% consistency rule. Uh, Much tighter consistency rule because it is an extremely cheap straight to funded account. So the rules are a little bit different. We are coming back. And then we got ourselves out of drawdown on all of our evals because we were in a small loss in the overnight on that. But we got that back out. Just kind of watching the 15-minute chart. We definitely had a big sell-off there off of the fair value gap right before the inverted fair value gap around value area high. I think we could break the low value area low here, but I'm looking at probably a 6.2 and 7.0 for OTE on a 15-minute from this swing low to swing high. And this is just kind of a big, consolidation area here on the 15. If we take, from here to here, and we run that as a range, um, okay. So basically, we have manipulation above, come down, manipulate below into the 6270, and then poof, bounce to head back to the upside, or maybe if we just are going to get screwed because the government's still closed and nobody likes that. Maybe we just sit here in this consolidation, back and forth. Who knows, right? So the rebalance of this fair value gap would be the 6.2, right? So we would need to start a position there. That's 584, 544 for 45 points stop. So yeah, that would be pretty close. Be a pretty good spot. I like it. I definitely would take that. Oh yeah, start those lows from the overnight. Asia lows down there. London didn't take it. We take both. 616. Certainly doable. points on this per candle on the 2 minute chart at the moment. Yeah, we're just waiting for the 6-2 to be hit here. That's also right at the order block. I mean, maybe we don't. Maybe we make a double bottom here, leaving that fair value gap there. Definitely would be uh, building some liquidity for later. Uh, we do have a pretty well a flat 200 on the 15 minute. It's starting to turn up just a little bit. So this, I mean, we did swipe these lows. We just didn't take out that low, and that happens quite a bit. We swipe the liquidity, leave the double bottom, don't really break this low, and then head right back up, right? Certainly, seen it plenty of times, right? Well, I mean, we'll see if we get a nice big V reversal here from the bottom, but really would like to see a little bit more uh, a little bit more manipulation to the downside from this range here. We do have our all-time high VWAP sitting up here on NQ. Let's see what YM's doing. Yeah, pretty much the same thing. It just looks a little bit different on YM. Never broke value area low on YM, at least not yet. The 200 is turning up on that one. But that was just, that was a big, that was a big move up, but then pulled right back down. That's a crazy candle on YM. I mean, that's a 15-minute candle that just blasted through and rebalanced two bearish fair value gaps and then just fell right off. I mean, that's just crazy. Uh, yeah, I don't like that candle at all on YM. That just screams don't trade. I mean, you make one, two good 15-minute fair value gaps, and then you have one candle that just wipes all of that out, but then has a huge wick on it. I mean, what are you supposed to do with that? Is that strength because it took out all the fair value gaps, or is that weakness because it's turning into a topping tail bar? I don't like that at all. Okay. I'll take a walk here in a second. Why did we get the 10 o'clock reversal? Oh, there's the 6-2. I'm going to buy two here. I missed it. Yeah, I'm going to pull this down to 7-0. Let's see. Because that also took Asia's low. Basically a 1-to-1 here. Damn, I gotta be paying more attention. I should have caught that on the tap. On the tap with the 6-2. And it's already bounced a little. Five 46, 542. definitely want to see it break up over the 9. Invert that gap like that. Now that inverted gap needs to hold. Get a little pop up to the 21. Get our $250 in profit for the day on that. If that's why we pulled our stop up into profit now, because we want to see that pop up. Oh, a little bit further than that would be nice. We came right back up to 15-minute 200, so we might fail again here, but that's okay. I mean, we got it. Okay, gotta create that bullish gap. Yeah, that was about halfway back into the inverted gap. Come on. Come on. Screw it. I'm gonna take the profit. That's $234 on the day on all the evals. And that is $237 on the funded account. Are you kidding me? Yes. Nice day. Nice trading morning. Nice trading. Nice trading. All right. Well, that's good morning. We're going to kind of see what the rest of the morning gives, and I'm going to take a look. I'm going to take a little break. We'll leave the charts up, but we'll see y'all in a few minutes.
Hey, DJ! I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
We are back. Well, we went right through. Went through the 6270, but we got a good enough bounce to make our money. We'll just take that off. So all of these 15-minute fair value gaps have now been inverted. That is very, very bearish. So let's do this, because we've made our money for the day, right? Especially on the funded. So we're going to lock out of the funded. And let's see where we're at. Yeah, this one we're still trying to pull back up. Let me see, let's pull this out and then get it to where we can actually see it on the chart. Okay. So we've still only got $600 to draw down in that account. This is the one that we're going to draw down up again with. This one we're actually up almost $300. And this one we're just in a little bit of drawdown now. So I mean the evals are looking okay. You know, we had the one that was in pretty severe drawdown, still is, but we're just looking to get that back. Just looking to get that back. Then the funded, you know, we were in profit. Then we went in drawdown over 2 days, and now we're back in profit on that. So, you know, the funded's doing well. We've locked ourselves out of the funded for the rest of the day. We're not going to mess with that. You know, yeah. Let's see, 4 hour. Okay, so we were in this 4 hour range here. That's in Q. Let's look at YM. YM had a little bit more of a far range, but basically, you know, what we've seen here, this could just be manipulation off of this range, or we could be making a higher low here. You know, we push out of the range, we come back into it, and then we make our move to the upside, right? That's very possible. Or this was manipulation above the range, and now we're going to come lower. So we're just gonna have to kind of watch that a little bit more, right? Um, so we'll just watch it. Um, 2 minute. That was in MQ. Let's look at YM. Okay, there we go. Let's take a look at the 4-hour chart on that one. Yeah, see, we had a much bigger consolidation area here, and then we pushed up above the 21, and we've come right back down and made, um, you know, possibly made a 4-hour um, fair value gap to the downside after inverting this 4-hour gap, bullish gap. So this could just be the manipulation uh, part of this range, since we are, from the highs, we're in a downtrend, making lower lows, lower highs, okay? And then this is just consolidation, manipulation, and then distribution. Um, so very, very much uh, could be that, right? So as we have this 4-hour fair value gap right here, and we've inverted that gap and could possibly, at the end of this 4-hour candle, create a bearish 4-hour gap, which would tell me we're going to be going lower, maybe all the way down to the 200 possibly, um, maybe even further. I mean, I don't think the markets like the fact that we can't get this damn government shutdown over with. It's going to affect a lot of people. I mean, you're talking about uh, what $1 billion, or 90 million to $1 billion, something like that, of money that's not going out to people with SNAP benefits, and that's money that's going to not be spent in the economy, right? I mean, they're not; those people aren't going to be able to buy food with that money that they normally would. But so the market's just not going to like that at all. Right? No. So here's another. Another thing. If this 4-hour doesn't create a fair value gap, and we get back through the inverted, then we're definitely headed back up to the upside, right? But here was our push up into, okay, so we broke this, took this high, pushed up into the fair value gap. Let's see, the high of this candle was 582. The high of this candle was 571. So yeah, we tapped into the fair value gap. Okay. Um, we took liquidity off this low, pulled back to internal liquidity, and then it fell off to go take external liquidity again, right? Which would be this right here. Um, that that external liquidity is going to be sitting at 46,976. Or we just sweep this low to take out some stops here, but don't take out these lows and head right back up, right? Um, the 4-hour still looking pretty bearish though, so you know we'll just have to wait and see, right? When you have the bodies of a range just sitting at pretty close, a very tight little range here, the manipulation of the bottom of the range could very well just be a wick to go back up. Um, but we'll just have to see, right? But either way, I mean, we've made basically, a good profit on the day after a couple of, you know, down days of not trading the market well, or just not reading the market well. Either way, it's nice to have that green day get your confidence back a little bit that you are, take waiting for the right setups, taking some decent trades, and making some money, right? So, I do have some, um, other things to do today, so I may just go ahead and cut this off. Um, but we'll see. We will see. So let's run back down to the 2 minute chart here. I want to see put the New York on. Put the New York view up on. See what happens when we get up there. Yeah, we may have one more trade in us on the evals if we can pull back to view up, the New York view up and hold it. Which is also going to be the value area low that we've broken out of, right? All right, we're gonna take a short here. We're at 50% of the pullback from the displacement at New York VWAP, still below value area low. Um, so I do kind of like this. Not saying it's going to be the best one, but uh, it is definitely. And risking $54, I mean, we could still be green on the day. We just won't be $200 green on the day. But willing to risk a little bit of that profit here. Um, we're willing to risk a little bit of our profit here to catch a little bit of extra profits on the day. Okay, we are into that fair 15-minute fair value gap. We are back to that. I don't really want to see the 9 hold here. Kind of want to see us get down and break back below it and break back below the 21. Invert this 2-minute gap here. We do have a little gap here, which is at the 25%. So, you know, you're going to have to be a little careful. If we're looking at a new dealing range, we definitely gapped at the 25%. You know, just kind of have to pay attention to that. If that is going to be a breakout gap to take out the highs, um, then we do have to be pretty careful about that, right? So we're looking at it's 10:28. We are about to make our initial balance, which this low will be the initial balance low. Certainly would like to come back and retest that. once it's made. I wouldn't mind seeing here also is, you know, we pulled back, um, you know, we had this pull back, we started to go down, came back up, uh, took this high, so this could be our stop run in the VWAP, or we come back up, pop this one more time before heading down, or we completely fail and go up, of course. Um, but now if we can see, you know, a stop run off this and an inversion of this gap here back below the 21, then we can really start thinking about coming down. This is the fair value gap that I really need to watch, right? Um, because this is at the 25% level. If this is a breakaway gap, it should not rebalance, right? So I need to be, you know, really mindful here. And if we don't break this um, fair value gap pretty soon, then mm, you know the chances of this trade winning are low. I'm still not going to move my stop or get out of the trade early because if we lose the 54, we're still up on the day. Okay, we still have a green day. It's not going to be as big of a green day as we would have liked, but it's still going to be a green day, right? So we just gotta watch that and not give back too much of the money we already made. If this one fails, that'll be my last trade of the day because I'm not going to give back any more than the $54 on a $237 day. Yeah, I'm gonna close it there. The reason being, we've all seen this happen a lot, where we swipe a low, but we don't actually go further. Now we could, but we're already in profit. This trade would certainly went into profit. Um, and instead of just trying to trail myself, just take it off. Um, so we're up $361 on this trade today, 361.50. That is perfectly fine with me. We're going to go ahead and lock ourselves out. Just let's just look at our balances real quick. So we did pull this one back out of some drawdown, guys. Um, we're looking pretty good, you know. Uh, Still got some work to do, but doing really good on that. We're up $400 on this eval. Fantastic. Um, and we were back at 50,000 on the other eval. So, doing really, really good. Made our made our profits in the funded account. Uh, Made good profits. You know, made those same profits in um, the evals, and then took a little bit of our profit, put some risk on a retest of VWAP after the dump lower, and got our move back down to previous low. Right. So very good, very good. I like it. I like it. We traded well today. Um, and that's what we're here for, right? Uh, that's what we're here for. Be patient, trade easy, and and take the wins, right? Take the wins. So very nice day. I mean, the price action made it pretty simple to trade today, right? I mean, we came off uh, we came off the open right into the 200, failed, back up to VWAP, take that trade to back down for continuation. We got our, you know, we haven't broken the low, so this move hasn't actually continued yet, but we got our push back down to the previous low. So, um, like that. Love the day. It's nice to have a day like this after a couple of days of small losses, right? You start, your confidence starts getting a little shaken after a couple of days of losses, even though they're small. Risk management's good, and that's why risk management works, right? Um, Keep those daily losses smaller than your biggest daily wins, um, or at least the same size. So, um, so that was good to have a green day after a couple losing days. We've gotten our losses back and then some, right? So we're good. Okay? So I'm going to lock myself out for the rest of the day. Take care. Missy. 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 Come. Missy. Come on. Yeah, we got some duck races coming up over here on Real Deal Futures with Zach. Definitely go check him out. He's a pretty damn good trader. Uh, he sniped one this morning. Uh, so
On Wednesday because I'm not live streaming tomorrow, Monday, and Tuesday. I'll be screwing off in the island somewhere. All right. Let's see. Let's go. ICT Macro time. Let's go. Let's go. Duck time. Emotional roller coaster. Yep. So true, man. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys. I try to keep it real with you. Hence the name of the channel. Real as it gets. I appreciate your honesty. And channel is great live trading for sure, man. I think that's why we're growing, man. I think the people are tired of the BS. They're tired of watching the best traders of the world. They want to see a regular idiot try to turn a profit. They want to see a regular idiot like me make mistakes and blow accounts and have frustrating, difficult days, and then also continue to grind it out and work towards payouts, man. I appreciate you guys for being here. Have a great vacation for sure. Ended up taking the same trade as you, but on MES looking for continuation equilibrium. Nice, nice. Safe travels for sure. For sure. Safe travels. Looks like, yeah, if I missed a question, guys, tag me or hop in Discord. All right, let's run it. Good luck, everybody. This is for the Ignite 50K account from Top 1 Futures. One more time, I'm going to throw it in the chat because they're awesome and it gets me paid. Here we go. Bam. All right, guys, let's run it. Where are we at? The Ducks are off. Good luck, everybody. If you win, you will get an email from Top 1 Futures sometime after the live, hopefully today. You're my kind of regular idiot. I wouldn't say regular. Yeah, no. Yeah, listen, guys. I say that because, like, dude, I hop on IG or, like, X especially, and there's, like, zero humble traders. It's like everyone is God's gift to the earth, and they're like, I'm the best. This is what professional. Nobody can touch me. Nobody does it like this. All wins, no losses. You guys all suck. Everybody's horrible except for me. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm not that way in anything else in my life. I don't think I'm going to be that way in trading. And I definitely don't think that. So, you know, I don't know. I call it like I see it. Though I think a lot of that stuff, maybe you feel that way, and that's what you need to, like, you know, succeed and have that type of crazy attitude, which sometimes you got to hype yourself up that way and think you're the best, which I get. But to constantly, like, put that out like and to talk that way is, I don't know. Maybe one day, maybe one day when I have even more results, I'll talk like that, but I don't think so. Anyway. Post dive videos, please. Yeah, I got you. I got you, Blue Water Cruiser. We got the GoPro ready. We're gonna get some dive videos. I said diving with sharks multiple times. I'm not diving with sharks. Just regular dives. Probably some regular reef dive, drift dive stuff. Nothing crazy. Maybe a wreck, but usually not wrecks down there. But we'll see. You never know. See some stingrays, maybe a shark. 20 seconds to go. Nirmal, Electric Kate, Daniel, Dreves, Dwayne, Rathan, Rob, Keen, Paul Memphis, NQ Lee. Nirmal holding really strong. Is there a breakout duck that's going to come and challenge? 4 seconds to go. Fast Money Formula out of nowhere. Fast Money Formula, the pink number 70 duck. Oh man, yeah, we got some divers in chat. What's up, guys? Yeah, I'll definitely post some stuff. I'll try. From some really shaky, like ridiculous, poor diving GoPro videos. All right, Fast Money Formula, where are you at in chat? I know you're always here. This is an OG. I'm not worried about it, whether he's here or not. Fast Money Formula. I think I know who this is also from Discord. Ah, there he is. W's in the chat. W's in the chat for Fast Money Formula. You are funded with a 50K Ignite instant funded account from Top One Futures. Shout out to my boy. Have them spear you some lionfish. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. Congrats, W's. I won't get too sidetracked with diving, guys. I'll bring it back to. We'll do a whole dive presentation and how that relates to trading. All right, guys. This was awesome. Yes, correct.
No.
I vow to bring it to payout. Let's go. Just so you guys know, if Fast Money Formula brings it to payout, he will not be the first trader to win an instant funded account and go all the way to a max payout. Someone from this community has already done it. They've taken a payout from one of these accounts that they've won on the stream, all the way from $0 to like whatever the number is, 2,000 or 1,500 or 2,500. I can't remember the account that they won. I think 2,500. Anyway, Fast Money Formula, you're going to get an email after this. If you guys hopped on the stream late, we took a W. W's in the chat. Nice to end off nice and green. Close to $1,000 in the Top One Futures live account. I don't know, man. I might just keep taking payouts. This has been working pretty well for me.
Yeah, right. I always loved the duck races. So, looks like we've broken below initial balance. And they actually stayed below it. And tried to push back in, but the 21's holding. Okay. We're locked out of all of our accounts now, so no more trading for me today. All right. Good deal. Good trading day. Good trading day. Good trading day. 61. Back up about 50. And profit in the funded. Oh, we're going to call it a day here. I'll be back tomorrow. See if we can't catch another couple of good trades. Until then,